Good morning, Doug White here, Diamond Chaplain. I wanted to recap what we talked about yesterday at Fleming Stadium with the Wilson Tobs in their chapel session. We talked about the character of obedience. And we looked at Genesis chapter 6, 5 through chapter 7, 5. And we saw obedience, what we were looking at. And this is Noah building the ark, or God telling Noah to build the ark. And it was what we discovered was, God is righteous. God is, he cares about human life, and he wants to sustain that life. But he also, at the same time, he has to judge wickedness and evil. All of us are wicked and evil. From the moment we're born, we begin to act selfishly, and that is what had corrupted the world. And God needed to judge that, and he judges rightly because he's a righteous judge. But the only way he could sustain life was by telling Noah to do something that at the time seemed absolutely ridiculous. He tells him to build an ark in the middle of a desert. This great big large ship with no motor, and really no way to get the vessel to water. There's no water anywhere around. So the takeaway here is, society goes their own way. They do their own thing. They go away from God. And that God requires his people to be obedient. And sometimes that obedience looks ridiculous, as in the case of Noah. With us, same thing. If we're God's people, he expects us to obey him, even if that obedience looks ridiculous. The interesting thing is the very first verse, chapter 6, verse 5. The very first verse gives us the characteristics of God. It says he saw all of the wickedness and he knew their hearts. So God sees everything. God knows everything. So when God is asking us to obey him, he already knows the ending from the beginning. So we see it and we say, God, that doesn't make sense. Well, it doesn't make sense because our vision is limited. We only see right here, right now. And we can see the past and we can see right now, but we can't see what's coming. God sees it all. God already knew the plan. He knew that there was a flood coming upon the earth, and the only way for Noah and his family to be alive was through this ark that was going to be built. So obeying God means, first of all, understanding that he has a plan and he sees the end of the plan. We can't see that. So when we obey him, it takes faith and it takes trust. The interesting thing is once the flood comes upon the earth, now Noah looks like the only one that made sense. While he was making the ark, to everyone else it didn't make sense. But after the rains came, it made perfect sense. So obeying God is understanding that he has the plan, that he sees all, he knows all, and he sees the end from the beginning. All right, we'll see you next time when we talk about Abraham. Till then, have a good day. Bye.